Hi, this is Todd Baker, your certified mortgage planner, and today I'm going to provide you with some useful and hopefully fascinating information on how to greatly increase your chances of getting offers accepted. And I want to preface this by letting you know I come from a point of view of I literally train and partner up with dozens of realtors, and all the way from individuals to teams, including just getting started, medium level production and large production, all over the Metroplex, rural, suburban, and city. So the whole gambit's covered, so I have a really good feedback. And based on what everybody's telling me and how we've collaborated together, I want to share with you what's working. And the first thing is the mindset. So the mindset is you want a system of making an offer that increases your probability of success. That's because that's all we can do. If we play a system where we have low probabilities, you're going to have low success. If you increase the probabilities, much greater outcome. So how you do that is making sure you're doing all the steps to position your offer to be one of the top three in that top three circle, and then do a few extra things to put it over the top and lead to acceptance. So I'm going to share these. Some of you know what they are, some of them might be new. So first thing is paying title policy. Real easy way to increase net proceeds to the seller. The buyer needs to understand that, hey, this is what the title policy will be, this will increase your cash to close, but that's one option. That might not be an option for the buyer, but it's an option to consider. The next thing is over ask. Now we all know that there's people putting 5, 10, 15,000 over ask right now, and for some buyers, they just simply can't compete with that. But they might be able to go 500 over ask. They might be able to do 1,000 over ask, and you need to think about that. Next is showing flexibility. We all know that those letters can work. Those letters still work. I've gotten feedback from sellers that, hey, I got the letter, I really liked it, I fell for that couple, so you should always have them write a letter. But if there's flexibility in there, meaning I have had a lot of sellers where I'm doing the financing where what their biggest motivation after just a reasonable price was, hey, if I can get somebody to let me live in this house for 30 or 45 days, well, we go find the next house or we go finish off my new build, I'm going with that guy. They won't know that if you don't tell them. So include what kind of flexibility and go over that with your buyer, have them put that in the letter. The next one, and this is the latest trend, is to shorten the finance contingency. Now, if you guys are working with, if your client's working with a big bank, an internet bank, a credit union broker, so Citi, Wells, B of A, etc., Quicken, anybody from Lending Tree, etc., local credit union is great, but their specialty is not mortgage loans. It is second mortgage, it's car loans, it's credit cards, it's their membership. And I have several credit unions I work with, but their specialty is not mortgage loans. In fact, many of them send them out to other lenders and then mortgage brokers. Any of these people, what's happening now is listing agents more and more are starting to say, I only want an offer from a local bank because they don't want to waste your time. So if you shorten the finance contingency and they're one of these guys, you've got a problem. So to increase the probability of success, and you frame that as a great sales tool, by the way, with your client. We need to create a situation where you have the greatest chance of success. These guys do not get you there, and we want to shorten the finance contingency. Now, I pre-underwrite my files. Very few bankers do that. I do that. What that means is we look at everything up front, and what does it do? That increases our chance of closing to almost as close as we can get to 100%. There's always stuff that could pop up, title issues, surprises of the client, so once in a while something they didn't disclose that they should have disclosed. Things can pop up, but pre-underwriting takes it up to almost 100%. It's going to fund, knock on wood, I've funded every loan I've ever funded at Service First, but we can then shorten this down to maybe 10 days or even less because we already know the outcome. This doesn't affect the appraisal contingency, but we already know the outcome. Last is the lender call and letter. This is so we get your offer into that inner circle, right? And then I'm going to do two things. I'm going to have you guys send me the name, cell, email, and property street address. I'm going to call the listing agent, then I'm going to send a letter. When I send a letter, what I mean is I'm sending them a designed, persuasive letter with the pre-approval attached, but the persuasive letter is telling them why they should work with us, why we'll close on time, how we'll communicate, and I include, if it's FHA, how I can handle all their objections. The chip paint objection, there's no handrail on the front staircase objection they have for FHA, health and safety issues. We have a lender repair escrow. I put that in the letter that disarms that objection for FHA. I have a similar one for VA and what's called the non-allowable fees. So that letter is important. That closes the gap. If we get in this inner circle, we will win the offer. But in order to do that, you have to be working with me. So if you're getting this and we're not working together, give me a call. The way it works is we do a phone call for about 10 minutes. We determine if we would be a model match potentially to work together. And if so, we'll pick a time to meet face to face, either here at my office and I'll take you out to lunch, or we'll meet somewhere else near your office, wherever works for us, and we take it from there. So I hope you find this helpful. Have a wonderful weekend and go get some offers accepted.